40-yard line.
Westbrook on the return.
So here's the first drive now for the Jags. As we get a peek at their dynamic signal caller hailing from Mississippi State, it's Dak Prescott.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. Big article in the paper this morning talking about how they wanted to get chunk plays in the run game. Well, early on, there's a good one.
There is, and for guys on defense, they've got to remember the old adage. You've got to meet force with force, and if you don't, you get run over, as they did on that last play.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. They'll run here with Robinson. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Ball carrier.
The numbers in last week's ball game for Robinson: 18 carries, 85 yards, and a touchdown.
And well liked by his teammates. In fact, I got on good authority, even though I'm not an investigative reporter, that in their team meeting this week, the offensive line stood up and said, "Coach, we've got to have better yardage for this guy. He's number 9 in the league. He's got to be in the top 3 before the season's over. Let's run the ball."
He's got Herndon, his tight end.
Prescott's pass.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
First down. It's Robinson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Gun. Here's Prescott. Throw complete to Herndon. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. From the red zone now, Prescott.
First drive of the game. We did see this in practice, didn't we? Because they allowed us to stay and watch and see what their opening script would be, even though we don't know the exact play calls. That looks a lot like what we saw them execute, doesn't it?
It really does. And in practice, it wasn't about a lot of big shots on that opening drive. They wanted to put together a series of plays, sustain it. They've done that. The defense now on their heels a little.
That they are. And you know what else is happening now? They're gaining information. They're gaining knowledge about how the defense is planning on playing them. So not only are they being successful on this drive, they're filing things away for future drives in this game.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, You might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
This has not been a fun sequence for him at all. First and goal, no gain. Second and goal, he ends up losing yardage. He may be trying to talk him into getting the ball third time, but I think it's going to be difficult for him to win that battle.
Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's third and goal. Oh, Prescott stripped, and the Colts pick it up. He's got daylight. He's at the 50, the 30, past the 20, 10. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, Indianapolis. How about that for a momentum swing? You had it goal to go. Not only do you cough it up, but they pick it up and return it all the way for a touchdown.
And now you have to give oxygen to the entire team because what a letdown that was. Terrific drive. Looked like you're going to get points. Instead, the other team registers them on the scoreboard.
Extra point attempt to come here.
Extra point.
And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. With it on the return now, here's Westbrook. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
On the return, the Jaguars take over 1st and 10.
So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game. And they'll be looking to start fresh. Just a moment ago, they were backed up, coughed up the football, and then saw it go the other way for 6 points.
I just wonder, partner, sometimes they put such an emphasis on things. And, you know, in that situation, as they ran out there, they were told, take care of the football, don't cough it up. And sometimes that's the last thing you hear, and that's exactly what you do.
Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft.
Gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Prescott. And that's caught. Hits the tight end, Tyler Davis.
Prescott's pass.
A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Tyler Davis.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
He was taken down at the 50-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and
on 2nd down now. It's Robinson, and he is across midfield from one 49 to the other 49, a gain of just 2.
He's across midfield to the 49-yard line. A 2-yard gain on the play.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Intended for LaVisca Chenault. Incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow. Out of bounds at the 1-yard line. So now the Colts backed up to start their initial drive. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win. And that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. Brings up
on 2nd down. It's Taylor. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Taylor
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. They get 9 there, and in the process escaping their end zone, picking up a first down. Big conversion. They were backed up deep to start the drive, able to pick up the first.
So the goal is at least a first down here, right? Pick up a first down, give yourself some breathing room, and if you have to punt after that, maybe you've helped with field position and you've helped out your defense.
And avoided a 3 and out on their opening drive. So a little more space to work with here from the 13 on 1st and 10.
40 seconds to Mike. 40 seconds to Mike.
Here's Taylor. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. This one complete to Mecole Hardman.
Complete.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line.
Taken down and sacked. A big loss on the play. Brings up 4th down.
The Colts send out their punter. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Jaguars nothing.
The Colts send out their punter as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Nice stiff arm.
Underused, but still effective.
A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. The Jaguars back with it on offense. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference. Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He'll fight his man, Laviska Shenault. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
A gain of 9. Brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Robinson. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league in converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. 1, the turnover battle, and the 2nd, 3rd down conversions. So they got 1 there. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Prescott off play action. He'll fire one deep for Westbrook. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Leads to 2nd and 10. At
Prescott from the gun. On the slant, this is Chark. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 25-yard line. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Now a pass taken in by the tight end Herndon. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. They run the counter. Robinson, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Prescott. This will be caught at about the 6. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
At the 2.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. DJ Chark with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
Josh Lambo now for the point after. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive, and it culminates in a Jags touchdown.
Josh Lambo to kick.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Here's Mecole Hardman. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Hardman on the return. The Colts take over 1st and 10. At their own 20.
Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. They'll run the screen with Mack. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll be 4th down. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
And here's Joseph Charlton now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10.
Their own 30-yard line.
They've gone to the second quarter now in Denver. And the Titans really stretching things out now as they've scored again. Ryan Tannehill, a single touchdown pass to this point in that one. So first and 10 now from the 30. They start on the ground with Robinson here. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
I'd say the staff that's up in the booth watching the game, they may want to file that one away. See how fast the free safety closed to make that play? Might want to check into a throw the next time.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a second and 11. Here's Prescott. It's caught on the right side by Robinson.
Prescott's pass.
It'll be a 2-yard gain, and they're going to have a third down.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's third down.
Now Prescott. Connection made with Chenault. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
First and 10, Prescott. Got a man, that's Colin Johnson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
It's a gain of
Nothing
9.
fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's
I am.
miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Here's Sam Cook now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Indy set to go on offense once more. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
From the 21, it's second and 10.
Second and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. He completes this one to Mack. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a second and long.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Second and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw again. And down inside the 15 he goes. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. His pass caught at the 4. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception? And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Blankenship's kick is good. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0.
Jaguars 7.
Now the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things starting to get interesting in this final weekend before Thanksgiving. So let's see what's going on around the NFL. We'll start up at Mile High. Tennessee on the road to take on Denver. And it's the Titans on top as that one draws close to halftime. A.J. Brown, a touchdown reception. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. In that matchup, all even in their battle with the Chicago Bears. Finally, let's get down to Houston. Check on the Texans at home at NRG Stadium. And things didn't work out so well as they fall to the visiting New England Patriots. Sony Michel, a touchdown run in the victory. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And Hardman going to go ahead and sit on this one as it'll come out to the 25. So here are the Colts to take over. They were victorious over the Chargers last week, and now they work with a lead again here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The tackle made by the linebacker, Joe Schobert.
A gain of a yard. Brings up second.
On play action, they'll throw.
The 26-yard line.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
Oh, Hardman. That's good.
It doesn't look like this defense found the magic elixir at halftime. This offense was rolling in the first half, and that's continued here in the third quarter. Another big play right there.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. 1st and 10, Taylor now. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. at the Jaguars' 40.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 33. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Down to the 25. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and
they run once more with Taylor. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also moved the sticks. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
I got you. I got you. 47. Shut up.
Now Taylor. Showed some tough running, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
The give to Taylor. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
No gain on the play. It's now 3rd and 4.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And it's caught. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that's going to make it 4th down.
That's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. Blankenship's kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7.
13. Jaguars 7.
Looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. And all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. They begin the drive with Robinson. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd.
To throw is Prescott. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Laviska Shenault, the intended target. And now it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
Throwing, Prescott. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Trey Hendrickson make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big. Sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz. And even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Here's Sam Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Colts will go on offense here 1st and 10.
44 yards.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met. You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
15 yards on the play, 1st down.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the draw is Taylor, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
Second and 11. He's got Burton here. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He dumps this off to Mack. And he's going to be brought down short of the 1st at about the 31-yard line.
A short gain that doesn't get him the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. Blankenship's kick is good.
The kick is.
And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7.
16. Jaguars 7.
So 3 field goals that he's hit. Now this last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
On 2nd down now. It's Robinson, and he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Prescott on 1st down. Throw complete to Herndon. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee?
Hey, we gonna do what we do.
So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a second down here. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Catch number 44 of on the year. It's a first down. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the fourth. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. To the air again, Prescott. He's got Herndon, his tight end. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
Prescott yet again. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes.
Dak Prescott sacked.
And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Here's Sam Cook now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
20-yard line.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Now he dumps this off over the middle, and he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Second and 11. They'll run with Taylor. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
Jonathan Taylor.
No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
He'll get that one to Taylor complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Completes it to Hardman.
The pass.
A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Taylor.
At the Jaguars.
And he is close to a first down as he's tackled at the Jaguars 31. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Back to throw now on first down. They'll run the screen with Mack. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Mack. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
13-yard line. A 6-yard pickup.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets them up 1st and goal. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
They'll run here with Taylor. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Jonathan Taylor, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are able to grow their lead.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
And now the Colts are going to keep the offense on the field as they'll go for 2 here. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes could prove risky there. It worked out.
Yeah, I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off.
For Indianapolis.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over 1st and 10. At their own.
Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home. Prescott looks to throw on first. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now.
And 6 yards to go.
Prescott from the gun. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he will have a Jaguars first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And a hit's Herndon over the middle.
Prescott.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Looking to throw again on second down. Prescott. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That one a first down pickup of 8. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
It's up and good, so they claw back into it. 24-14 now. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Indy set to go on offense once more. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. They'll run on first down. Taylor. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Again, it's Taylor. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. The Colts send out their punter as he's on to kick it. And look at this, it's a fake. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. So Dak Prescott in the offense. Down by 10. A little over a minute to go. Their 4-game winning streak in great danger. So a definite surprise there. They try the fake punt, but this time it's going to blow up in their face, CD.
Yeah, it certainly has. And look, I understand what they're trying to do.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Corey Willis. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Well, you're trailing. It's the 4th quarter, and you've got to throw the football. But the defense knows this, too. So they're just going to sit back, bring in an extra defensive back or 2, the old nickel or dime strategy, Brandon, and wait for you to put that bad boy up for grabs. And this one winds up being intercepted.
The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. And with the defense out of timeouts, powerless to stop the clock, this should just be a couple of kneel downs. The Colts in victory formation now as they take the knee. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Indianapolis, it's a win that might keep them alive in the playoff race as they're back to 500 at 5-5. And now they'll get the short week as they get set to play at Dallas on Thanksgiving. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, they come back to the pack a bit as their record falls to 7-3. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Houston Texans. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.